Hey YouTube, MANIÈRE, I am Sha.
And I'm Ju. Together we are
Sha and Ju. Welcome back to our channel. So today we will be making Gateaux Arouille, also known as a Taro cake if you want. It's made from a taro root, a lot of ginger, and a lot of fresh herbs.
By the way, taro is mainly used in regions such as South Asia, Africa, and the Oceanic region, such as Mauritius as well. And therefore, we find that Gateaux Arouille is a perfect demonstration of the fusion cuisine of Mauritius.
This is one of my favorite snacks. I've had it growing up in Mauritius everywhere. It's deep fried. It's so crunchy on the outside, and on the inside it's so soft and mushy and sweet and salty. It has a strong umami flavor to it.
It's a total explosion of all different kind of flavors. We know a lot of people out there love it as well, so therefore we are very excited to share this recipe with you. Before we get into the video, make sure you like it if you're enjoying yourself today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you have the notification turned on to always. We of course have a lot of Mauritian recipes always coming up on this channel, so stay tuned for those. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Lunes, yo me llamo Tarzán y la gente me dice ¿cómo es? El rey de la selva. Jane es perfecta gracias a sus raíces. ¿Sabes cómo es? El rey de la selva. Ando con mis leones cazando los ciervos. ¿Cómo es? El rey de la selva. Yo soy jefe todo de leones a cerdos. ¿Cómo es? El rey de la selva.
For this recipe, you will need a taro root, obviously. A taro root is a root vegetable that originates from Southeast Asia. You will also need some fish sauce, some dark soy sauce, some brown sugar, some salt, some MSG, some chili flakes, a piece of ginger, and some cornstarch. I'll guide you through quantities when we actually mix them together. I also have some green onions and some cilantro that I've actually cut up and put in the freezer. Me and Ju, we found that to be a very good trick because we freeze them and then they don't go bad and we can use them whenever we want to. Now I'm going to show you how to prepare the taro root. You want to take the end out, both ends actually. And cut a disc out of it. Once you have a disc this size, you're going to take a smaller knife and you're going to take the rim away. Do that very slowly so you don't end up hurting yourself. And it should look like something like that. So I'll do that for the rest of this and then I'll see you in a bit. By now your taro should be peeled. What you want to do for this next step is get your fancy box grater out and use the thicker side of it. Remember when grating the taro, keep 2 to 3 pieces for Chef Sha's top trick. So we're going to start by grating this piece. For Chef Sha's top tip, now that we've almost grated all the taro wood, just keep 2 or 3 pieces like I mentioned in the beginning and grate it on the smaller pieces of your grater. By doing this, you will take as much starch as you can so we can work it into a dough later. Now that you know how to prep the taro root, by that I mean how to peel it, how to slice it, and how to grate it, we're going to use 500 grams of this taro root that we grated. We actually put some away because it's a huge portion for us, Now we're gonna mix this taro root mix.
Gateaux Arouille is also, I know he's laughing at me because I probably pronounced it wrong, is a really big hit when we have friends over. So we like to have them kind of portion if we feel for a little snack. It's really amazing. Our friends have certainly made good comments about it as well, right?
Yeah, true. So we're gonna start by grating that piece of ginger that we had earlier. I actually like to grate my ginger just because of the fibers that are in the ginger so they don't get in your mouth. So on the lowest setting of your grater, you're gonna grate the ginger. Don't stress yourself out by peeling the ginger. I actually like using ginger with the skin on. And you're gonna grate that whole piece into your taro mix. If you grate the ginger, you'll notice that all the fiber parts stay in your hand rather than going into your paste, and then you'll have this beautiful ginger at the bottom that has been grated into your paste. To finish this mixture, we're gonna add the dry ingredients and the herbs at the end. So for now, we're going to add half a teaspoon of MSG. We're gonna add about 3 teaspoons of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of chili flakes, half a teaspoon of salt. This is our coriander, so our cilantro that we chopped up and put in the freezer. This is about 2 teaspoons. And this is our green onions that we chopped up. This is about 3 teaspoons. We're gonna season this also with some soy sauce, dark soy sauce I like to use. I will put 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce in here. Actually, 1.5 teaspoon of dark soy sauce. And 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. Because of my top tip, you do not need to add as much cornstarch that is usually required in Gateaux Arouille. I will add about 2 teaspoons of cornstarch in this. Once all your ingredients are in the bowl, now all you want to do is give it a gentle massage. By that I mean mix everything in. And make sure that you're actually mixing it properly and actually putting your hands in and mashing it away, because you want to pull as much starch as you want out of the taro root. I'm going to mix this for a few minutes and then we're going to start making balls. So if you followed the recipe properly, this should look like a meatball mixture. All you want to do right now is make balls out of them. I usually like to make them 2 to 3 bites into one taro cake. While I'm making this, we're gonna put a pot on the stove with oil and let it warm up. While the oil is warming up, we're gonna make the chutney that goes with it.
And I just realized that this is actually a really good alternative for vegetarians and vegans as well.
Right? While the oil is heating up for the taro balls, we are going to make the chutney in the meantime. For this coriander chutney, you will need 1 tomato previously washed and cut up, some salt, 3 cloves of garlic, a Thai chili pepper, a spicy one if possible.
Of course a spicy one, Sha.
Some cilantro that we previously cut up and froze. We're gonna put everything in the blender right now. And then we're going to blend this into a fine paste. Don't forget to add your chili pepper and then a dash of salt. And everything goes into the blender. So once this is smoothly blended, your chutney is ready. You excited for that, Ju?
This is my favorite part about it actually, because I love the Gateaux Arouille as it is, but with the chutney together it just pops really well. So
do you want to taste it? Since you're already there?
Why not? Yeah, so fresh.
Yeah, just a perfect amount of salt as well, right?
Nice amount of spice level. Fresh from the cilantro and tomato.
So this is your cilantro chutney. To make sure that your oil is hot enough for frying, just take a little piece of any of your taro root and just drop it in the deep fry, in your fry pot. If it comes up right away, it means your oil is hot enough for them to cook the taro balls. What you want to do now is take the taro balls and gently put them in the oil. Don't drop them, it's gonna splash everywhere and burn yourself. For the first few minutes, when you drop them in the frying pot, don't stir them or else they're gonna break. What you want to do now is gently stir them around. These will cook for about 7 to 8 minutes on a medium to high heat. You will notice that once your taro balls are ready, they will start to float. When they start floating, they will cook for another 2-3 minutes before they're ready. Mine are ready. They're really golden brown. In the apartment here, it smells so good.
Really good. Snack time.
Snack time. So I'm going to take them out. I like to put them on a strainer. Strain them for a little while before I put them away. Last 2 taro balls, we're just gonna let those drain before we put them with the other batch. Just let them cool down before you eat them. I know really hot, they smell really amazing right now, but just let them cool down. They will be worth your while. This will make around 12 pieces, which is a good size snack for how many people you think, Ju?
2 to 4 people, depending if you're as hungry as we are all the time, or if you have some friends over. It's a great portion as well. So as you can see, it fills kind of a whole bowl. And we like to just put a little paper towel as well, just to soak up a little bit more of that excess oil as well.
So let's just let this cool down and we'll taste them in a few minutes.
Yes.
Et voila!
Voila!
Our taro balls are done. They smell so sweet and ginger, you know?
Yeah, sweet but yet savory, so
yeah,
just like we always used to have them.
So how I eat them, I actually break them in half. You can actually hear how crunchy they are. And then with that, a piece of shell, I put a little of that chutney inside.
Crunch monster.
The purple yam on itself has a little sweet tone to it. And it's just perfectly balanced, perfectly salty. With the sauce being a little garlic and a little spicy as well, right?
This is one of your best batches yet, I have to say.
Thank you.
Definitely. It's really, as you probably heard it also while we were crunching away on it. The shell is amazingly fried, and on the inside it's still super gooey, and like Sharik said,
Right.
very sweet, yet not too sweet. You have that really flavorful ginger taste to it, which makes it super fresh, and then of course with the addition of the very fresh cilantro chutney as well. It's love it. One of my favorite Mauritian snacks, I have to say.
So if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to your channel, and keep the notification bell on at all times so you can see more of those amazing videos.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers, and until next time.